MultiVersus sure is a great game. I wonder if there's any profile icons I might enjoy. This Fred icon looks perfect! Okay, so in this video I'm going to teach you a trick for farming gold fast in MultiVersus. This technique will also help you farm Battle Pass points, as well as XP for your profile level. So if you're looking for a way to level those up quickly, this video will help you with that too. This is an actual game exploit I'm going to show you. Every other video I've seen on gold farming for MultiVersus essentially just explains what you need to do in the game to get gold. They only go over things like completing the starter missions, leveling up each character to tier 5, reaching certain Battle Pass tiers, leveling up your own overall level, winning your first match of the day, winning matches at all, playing matches at all, and playing matches with a friend on a team for a 30% more gold bonus each match, and being toasted after a match for an additional 20 gold. Those are all important to know, and doing them will net you a lot of gold over time, but those aren't really methods to get gold quickly, and they aren't always readily available to you. You might not always have someone willing to play on a team with you, for instance, and players will eventually run out of toast to give out. Also, there's only so many Battle Pass tiers that even give you gold, and getting a character to level 5 only happens once. Plus, you'd have to have already unlocked the character to level them up in the first place, and getting enough gold to unlock a character might be your whole reason for farming gold. Alright, well the truth is, to consistently farm for gold, you will have to play a lot of matches. There's no way around that. So the real trick is essentially figuring out how to play matches as quickly as possible. And that's where this exploit comes into play. Okay, so to do this trick, you'll want to play as Morty against bots. Playing matches against bots will get you gold, experience points for your level, and points for the Battle Pass, just like playing matches against real players online. But bots are generally easier to fight against, and for our purposes, much more exploitable than real opponents. So what we're going to do is choose a bots 1v1 match and play as Morty. You see, Morty's up special summons Rick's spaceship from below. The AI for bots treat the spaceship as a stage platform. So if you jump off the side of the stage as Morty and then summon the ship halfway into the edge of the map, like the blast zone, the bots will chase you off stage, and they'll treat the ship like any other platform, usually SDing themselves in the process. Do this twice in a row, and boom, you just won a match in about 30 seconds. Win best 2 out of 3 in a 1v1 against a bot, and you'll earn 24 gold. You'll also net yourself some XP for your overall level and points towards the Battle Pass. This is by far the quickest way I have found to consistently win matches. Yes, doing this over and over again is a bit tedious and monotonous, but like I said, the only way to consistently farm for gold is to play a lot of matches. And this is the fastest, most mindless way I've found to win matches quickly. So if you'd prefer to just play the game regularly, be my guest. But if you're looking for something simple and repetitive to kill an afternoon and get you a lot of gold and XP, this is it. It does take some practice, as you somewhat have to coax the AI a bit into SDing themselves, and sometimes you'll have to dodge them or knock them into the blast zone yourself when they chase you to the edge of the screen or follow you onto the ship. And you don't get to choose which character you'll fight against, or which map you'll be fighting on. Some characters and some maps are easier to perform this technique on than others. Plus, some opponents that have a lot of horizontal recovery will actually be able to sometimes make it back onto the main stage, even after chasing you all the way to the edge of the screen. And some stages will have platforms or breakable structures that you'll want to destroy first before attempting the technique. But with a little bit of practice, you should be able to do this fairly consistently and finish matches in well under a minute's time. The autopilot move, Morty's up special that summons Rick's ship, has a cooldown on it. So you'll either have to wait for the cooldown to finish before performing the trick a second time, or you can just SD yourself after your opponent has SD'd the first time, to instantly reset the ship's cooldown. However, then you risk screwing up and potentially being knocked out of the stage by the bot on the second attempt and losing the match completely. It is faster to just SD as Morty after you've gotten your opponent down 1 stock already to reset the cooldown for the ship move, but it's riskier. So decide if you're confident enough to take that risk, or if you'd rather play it safe and wait for the cooldown on Morty's ship move. Morty unlocks the perk CoffeeZilla at level 13, and equipping CoffeeZilla will somewhat speed up the cooldown time for summoning the spaceship. CoffeeZilla does stack if you and a teammate both have it equipped as a perk. And you, of course, can do this while playing on a team with a friend instead of in a 1v1 against a bot match. Just choose to do a co-op versus AI match instead. But this requires you and your teammate to both be on board with playing as Morty and trying this technique. And it might be a bit more difficult to coax the bots into chasing you off stage and SDing themselves while there's multiple players on the map. So you and your teammate will have to be very well versed in performing this exploit and synchronize yourselves accordingly to make it work and have the matches finish quickly in a co-op versus AI match. Of course, playing on a team and doing this trick will get you more gold each match than by doing it alone, as you'll get the team bonus and you and your teammate will be able to toast each other after matches for additional gold. However, the load times between matches will likely be much slower than they are for 1v1 matches against bots, and you'll have to defeat more AI opponents more times in a more chaotic setting. I haven't attempted to time which way will gain you the most gold the fastest, either doing this exploit in 1v1 versus bots or with a friend in co-op versus AI. So feel free to experiment with both versions and see which way works best for earning the most gold the fastest for you. I imagine it isn't just a simple matter of which way is quickest, it's probably going to vary a bit for everyone based on how proficient they are at the technique, and mattering to how well you can synchronize well with a teammate or not. So likely which way works best for you will come down to personal preference more than anything. Alright, well that's the Morty gold farming technique, or exploit, or trick, or method, whatever. I hope this video was useful to you and helped you out. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more MultiVersus content from this channel. It really helps me out a lot, and hopefully we can all earn gold to unlock the Fred style icon. If you have any thoughts or comments about any of the stuff I talked about in this video, leave them below.
Remember to like the video, leave a comment in the section below, and subscribe to Papa Gino's
Twitter, Patreon, Discord, Twitch.